Okay.
Perfect. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for attending the call. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day, evening, weekend, whatever. This presentation should take roughly about 30 to 40 minutes. Then we'll have some questions at the end that if anybody wants to ask any questions, we're welcome to go through those. So let's get started. So the opportunity is the HyperTech group. They're building the world's strongest blockchain alliance. It's quite a big, bold statement to make, really, when you think about it. Anybody who talks about the world's biggest, strongest, largest. But first things first, let's go through the disclaimer. Thank you for attending the presentation. Participation in this project, like any other, involves risk. Under no circumstances should this presentation be considered as any type of solicitation, investment, or financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. The information is provided to you in general terms without accounting for your specific personal and financial situation. The project is on a best offered basis, and like any project, there is a risk of loss of all funds and rewards. Past results are no guarantee of future performance. We recommend you seek the advice of a suitably qualified professional before deciding if you're unsure. Your continued attendance at this meeting beyond this point indicates your acceptance of the above conditions. So we thought we would start with, let's give you a taste of what's in this for you before we move into anything else. So what we're actually looking at is a way for you to leverage the profits from the world's largest blockchain alliance with their unique membership model. You're going to generate daily rewards at a minimum of 0.5% daily of your membership value. You get exclusive access to private token pre-sales for hand-picked blockchain projects. And historically, we've had gains of up to 19,000%. You're going to receive a blockchain education in very small bite-sized chunks. I think no longer than probably 2 minutes. And you can even answer questions at the end of it to see how much you've retained, which is definitely a worthwhile exercise. You also get access to unique applications to improve your business and your life. So there's a bit of a good mix of things for almost everybody who wants to gain something from this alliance. So let's get to who's behind it, because that's one of the important questions, isn't it? Who's behind this whole organization? Well, Ryan Zhu, who's a self-made blockchain multi-billionaire and one of the largest crypto miners. I personally had never heard of him until I joined, and then realized how big a portion of the whole crypto market Ryan Zhu actually is. And if you have Amazon Prime, I would recommend you look up a documentary called Next Blockchain. In episode 6, Ryan features quite heavily, and you'll realize who this person is, what drives him, what makes him tick. And it's interesting to know these things. Joining things which anybody can do, but understanding the people behind it is very important. Then you've got Chairman Sam Lee, a successful and highly regarded crypto and blockchain early adopter. He's spoken on CNN, Sky News, advises governments, very highly regarded in the blockchain industry. So the HyperTech group is what we're a part of. But before the HyperTech group even came into existence, before that was Blockchain Global, which was founded by Sam Lee in 2014, a blockchain investment and token listing service. And that's where the clever part is. That small word, token listing service, is what these guys specialize in. Companies would go to them saying, we want to list our tokens on the market. they've also invested over 300 million in blockchain projects, because if a new company goes to them, they're getting first information about what's coming to the market. Collinstar was then launched by Ryan Zhu as one of the largest blockchain venture capital companies, and they've also personally invested over $400 million into blockchain companies. So you can imagine that's probably quite a few companies. In 2016, they went one step further and launched Hcash, which is also called HyperCash, one of the world's most advanced blockchain projects, and they've invested $50 million into quantum resistant security. And don't worry if you don't understand a lot of these big words, because believe me, I didn't either in the beginning, but you soon get to learn. But quantum resistance is the new next generation of computers, which will be so much faster than your existing ones. They will do calculations in microseconds, which means that the blockchain needs to keep up with that technology. What's also interesting is if you look 2014, 15, 16, these guys have been busy. They've got offices in Melbourne, Sydney, Perth, Hong Kong. So very well organized and very well set up around the world. So jointly they've invested over 700 million in some of the world's most successful blockchain projects and companies. They've got shareholdings in over 40 cryptocurrency exchanges. Because when you're in the beginnings of this industry, you know that exchanges will be required. So it makes sense for them to invest in these companies. And this is just a list of some of them which they own outright or have shares in. So collectively, these exchanges conduct over $10 billion of trades per day. They also have a shareholding in Binance, which is one of the world's biggest crypto exchanges, with trades daily of $25 billion per day. They're also angel investors in 12 of the top 20 cryptocurrencies, like Tether, Ethereum, Ripple, Monero. They're investors and technology partners in the Tron project, which was $3.5 billion. The NEM project, which is valued at $4.8 billion. So you can see they've set themselves up ideally in the market. But in 2017, they didn't just sit around. What they did was they bought out one of the top crypto mining companies called the B1 Group, which is now called BW.com, for $100 million, where they amalgamated their own mining facilities into that company. They also launched their own crypto projects, which you can go and look up on CoinMarketCap, Molecular Futures, which is MOF, and HyperDAO, which is HDAO. Remember that famous 19,000%? And you probably thought, nah, that's not possible. Well, here it is. They helped launch the Qtum project in 2018. Qtum went to them and said, we want to list our product on the market as an ICO. The team then negotiated a discounted price for themselves at 30 cents. The ICO launched at 49 cents. So they were already set up to make a profit instantly. But what happened is the market saw the potential and they closed their position at $56.57, which is actually 19,037%. So slightly more than the 19,000. But if you look down that chart, then the lowest figure there is 355%. Why is this important to tell you? Well, it's important to know who you're joining and who is behind what you're about to see into. They've got high-level collaborations with Hong Kong University, Singapore University, Monash University. These are collaborations with various governments, banks, etc. So you've got the Russian Bank of Foreign Economic Activity, the Securities and Exchange Commission of Montenegro, the technology they've introduced to the Pakistan government as well. So you can see they've been in this industry for quite a while, and they're placing themselves at the forefront. Next question is, why should you trust them? Well, let's just take a quick overview. Their collective market valuation is over $10 billion. Proven track record with over 700 million in strategic investments over 6 years. Millions of users across multiple exchanges and platforms owned by the HyperTech group. Billions of dollars under management. Investment projects with up to 19,000% gains. And what HyperTech have done is developed a unique membership that allows you to share in their profits in the blockchain industry. So now you're thinking, well, that sounds interesting. How do I get involved? And the other question you should be asking is why? So let me just, before I go to the next slide, if you think about some of the large organizations around the world, like Facebook's, YouTube, Twitter's, even big known brands, they spend billions of dollars every single year advertising. And the one thing they cannot get their hands on is a loyal customer base. So what HyperTech Group have realized is if we reward our customers, we would have the most loyal customers on the planet. Because why would you not go and use the services of a company that rewards you? And that's the power of what this membership brings to you. So the HyperFund ecosystem consists of HyperFund Global, which is the app, and they're looking into different industries to improve and disrupt social media, crypto mining, e-commerce, news, digital banking, financial technology. And you're probably thinking, wow, that's a lot. Well, the 3 coins that we've talked about are already live on the market. HyperBC, which is their bank, is already up and trading with over 1 million customers. HyperFinance is going to be your entry into the mortgage loan market, which is going to be totally decentralized, and you can also profit from it. HyperPay is their app for you to be able to put your coins onto and also apply for their card. Mars Mall is where you can actually spend some of your rewards. And these are the other entities which are due to come sooner or later. HyperShow, HyperNews, HyperTalk, HyperMining, and HyperX, which will be their exchange. The forward-looking goal in the future is basically HyperTech want 30 million customers. Now, this is not specifically for HyperTech Group. This is 30 million customers across the board. So it could be in Hyperbank, could be in HyperFinance, could be in the mall, in Talk. And the reason 30 million is they know when they get to that figure, they can execute a stock market listing in the region of 300 billion yuan, which is approximately $45 billion. And you can become a part of that also in the future. So rewarding us now sets us up ready to become shareholders of the future. Now, once you've got your rewards, obviously you want to know where can you spend them? How can you turn them into shopping, etc.? Well, HyperBC and HyperPay have launched a card which is issued by them, and this card has a spending limit of $50,000 per day. You can also stake your coins in there and earn a percentage on your staked coins as well. So there are very many options even in the wallet itself. So you could also profit before you spend. So the opportunity for you, let's have a look at that. Now that we've given you the foundation of the business. Firstly, you choose a membership. Multiples of 300, 500 or 1000 purchased in USDT, which is the digital version of a US dollar. You will get access to the Mars Academy. You will receive daily rewards, a minimum of 0.5% daily, completely passively on your membership package. which means you could join and sleep if you want to. You'll also get access to pre-sale offers of coins and tokens and get in early, and the company will negotiate a discount and offer those coins or tokens to us at a preferential rate before the exchanges get involved. So you're getting education rewarded plus future potential. So your HyperFund Community Rewards program works like this. So you start off with your fiat currency, you buy your USDT, and once you've entered the app and made your purchase, you're rewarded in HU. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave behind the USDT and we're going to talk about HU. HU is a HyperFund unit. 1 HU is equivalent to 1 USDT, $1. So your daily rewards now come in every single day, a minimum of 0.5% on your membership value. You can then convert or diversify your rewards into either digital assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. Or you can also convert from there onwards into fiat and deposit them in your bank. Or you might just decide, I like some of these coins that the company is launching, etc. And you might decide to buy some of those. So the options are completely open-ended. There are no clauses in this. This is a simple, straightforward rewards program. But at the moment, the company is offering what they call a triple your membership value. And this is passive rewards given 7 days a week. So a 0.5% daily rewards on your membership value. So if you purchased 300 HU package, your then pending rewards are 900 HU. You will receive 1.5 HU per day. And if you work that out, that works out to 600 days. At 500 HU, that will go to 1500, giving you 2.5 a day. 1000 HU is 3000 due, 5 HU per day. And at 10,000 HU, your pending rewards are 30,000, and you will get 50 HU per day. So that's entirely up to you which option you take. The triple membership is purely while we're in this transition period before the app itself goes fully launched and becomes completely mobile. What can you do with your rewards? Now the interesting part. You can withdraw daily, obviously if you have a minimum 50 HU. So once you get to 50 HU, you can do a withdrawal. You can rebuy 50 HU packs using your daily rewards. So you can then do what we call a purchase of a mini reward package, which then becomes 150 HU if they're still running the triple promotion. So if you consistently rebuy, what happens over a 12-month period if you do no withdrawals and just repurchase? Well, your 1000 HU becomes approximately 6000 HU, with approximately 12,000 HU in your pending rewards still to receive. On a 10,000 HU, that becomes 60,000, with 130,000 still to receive. That's approximately 6 times your membership value in 12 months. Don't forget, this is completely passive. You haven't told anybody what you're doing. You've joined and you're enjoying the benefits. Just like you would if you joined any other rewards program. Next question you should be asking yourself is, how can they reward us 0.5% every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? Well, let's have a look at it. We're going to leverage the group's proven revenue strategies. Number 1, remember the B1 group they purchased in 2017? That's a large-scale crypto mining operation where they amalgamated all their previous mining operations, and in total they've mined over 300,000 Bitcoin, over 2 million Ethereum, and over 1.5 million Litecoin, and they've probably mined various other coins as well which aren't even listed here. So I think they definitely got enough assets. Second thing is they own outright these three coins which are already on the market: Hypercash, HyperDAO, and Molecular Futures. But let's have a look at some numbers here. These three exchanges, they own BW.com, Who.com, and CoinW. Between the three of them, they trade over $2 billion per day. If they only made 1 cent per transaction, that is millions of dollars per day in profit just from those three exchanges. So when you ask yourself, can they reward us? I think that more or less answers the question. Not to mention the HyperFund ecosystem. You've got the HyperBC Bank, which is running and live with 1 million customers. The HyperFinance, which is a bridge between decentralized and centralized finance. Then you've got HyperPay, which we will utilize for our everyday spending, etc. So you can see all of these generate large, consistent daily revenue and profits. They make more than enough profit to be able to adequately reward us with 0.5% daily. That's why they've actually placed a minimum on the daily rewards, and the minimum is 0.5%. There actually is a maximum of 1%, which they've put on hold for now while we're in this coronavirus period. But what I say, and what most of us say, is basically don't believe us, don't believe the person who talked to you, don't believe the person who invited you. Get this due diligence checklist and click through some of the articles yourself. Go down the rabbit hole and do your own digging. Learn for yourself, read for yourself, and convince yourself, or not, as the case may be, of what you think this group is all about. And this, you can see, all these links are links to articles of collaborations, things from Hyper Due Diligence presentation videos, Ryan Zhu's episode 6 of Next Blockchain, proof of association with the Australian government, various companies in the ecosystem like Blockchain Global, Hypercash, Coinstar. Everything is there for you to be able to click on and go and do some research of your own. That's what we want you to do. So where do you go from here? Well, if you're ready to start, register today. It's simple, it's free. Choose a membership. If you need more info, get back to the person who invited you. But here's the next step. If you would like to accelerate the release of your rewards, then watch part 2, which is coming up in just a second. And this is a short, probably less than 10 minutes. And the clever part in this is the word accelerate. So the acceleration plan is completely optional. And, you know, as soon as everybody sees this, they go, oh no, I have to go and sell this. No, you don't. Every one of us shares good experiences all of our lives. We talk about foods we've eaten, restaurants we've been to, holidays we've been on, cars we've bought.
Process until it reaches the customer.
And you know, that's what we do every single day. So all we're doing is sharing with other people. You don't have to if you don't want to. But when somebody sees it, you invite them to a call like this, and this is how you accelerate your rewards. Firstly, we're building a community. Every single person wins in this community. And when you introduce a member, say a family member, for example, each person you introduce unlocks one new level. So you refer one person, that unlocks level 1, and you'll get a 20% match on their rewards. If you refer 2 people, you unlock 2 levels, and so on until you unlock 20, and then you unlock 20 levels. So this is pretty straightforward. Each person you introduce unlocks another level. So let's just go a little bit deeper into this and really look at this and see how it makes a difference. A simple example, let's say you started with a 1000 HU membership. You're now due 3000 HU. Nice and simple. You're going to be rewarded 5 HU per day, which is 0.5%. But you referred your friend John. John also joins with a 1000 HU membership and releases his 3000 HU. He's now on the same journey as you. Now you will receive a 20% matching rewards, which is 600 HU. This is on his 3000 HU. So you won't receive the 600 in one go. You'll receive it as John receives it. So when he gets his 5 HU, you'll get 1 HU per day. So what's happened? You've got your 5 plus the 1 you're getting from the match from John. That's 6 per day. So what have you done? You've accelerated your rewards. So you're now going to get back 50 HU back every 8 days instead of 10 days. So what have you done? You've accelerated your rewards. So now you're going to get there quicker, which means you can reward yourself quicker, repurchase quicker. That's entirely up to you. Let's just take it one step further. Let's assume that you've introduced 2 people already and John has now decided to do the same. So John's excited. He's referred Mary. Mary likes the idea. She joins with a 10,000 HU membership and releases 30,000 HU to herself. Mary is now on level 2. You will receive a 15% match on the 3,000 HU, which means you're due 4,500 HU in the lifetime of Mary's rewards package. So you'll receive 7.5 HU per day from Mary. Don't forget, you're still getting your 5 plus the 1 from John and 7.5 from Mary. So now you're getting 13.5 per day. What has that done? You're now receiving your 50 HU back every 4 days. So now you're on a journey where you're either withdrawing every 4 days your rewards, or you can do a repurchase and buy a smaller package. That's entirely your choice. This can go down to 20 levels of referrals. So you can imagine that when you go down to 20 levels, the potential of acceleration is huge. So it's a bit like turbo boosting your rewards. The next option is VIP rewards. So let's just stick with John and the rest of the team. John's now gone away and built a huge team, and he's got a couple of million HU in his sales balance, and that is your strongest leg. So that leg is now discounted. Every other member that you've got is added up to give you your VIP level. So let's assume you get to 2-star, which is 500,000 HU. Then you will be rewarded and receive a VIP reward, which is paid every single day on all of your team beyond the 20 that you've unlocked. So this has quite an interesting way of speeding up and accelerating your rewards. The next one is a global reward pool, which we're going to keep it very simple. 4% of all company sales are divided amongst those who qualify for the bonus. This is for VIP 2 and above. So 4% of company sales are then shared out between those who have achieved those rankings. So let's just simplify this so you get an understanding of what all this means in plain English. So we've got passive John. John joins and he starts with his 1000 HU. His target is 3000 HU. So to get to his target, he's passive, so he decides, I'm just going to sit back and wait. So it's going to take him 600 days at 0.5%. Then we've got Mary. She's a part-timer. She decided, I'll tell a few friends along the way. She starts also with 1000 HU. Her target is exactly the same, 3000 HU. Except because she's told a few friends, she's accelerated her rewards and she's now reduced the journey time to 300 days. Then you've got on a mission Raj. He's like, wow, This is great. He starts also with 1000 HU, and his target is also 3000 HU. But he's decided to tell every person he can talk to. And what he's done is accelerated his rewards and shortened his journey down to 100 days. So while passive John is sitting back enjoying himself, which is completely an option for John, Raj is on a mission, and he'll probably redo his 100 days 6 times while passive John is probably sitting on a beach. So this is entirely a journey of choice. You can mix and match any of this, but don't forget, you start at the same point, you end at the same point. The only difference is the speed. Only you can decide what effort you put in and the rewards that you receive. What you put in is what you get out. So how do you get involved? You register using a link from your inviter. You deposit your USDT Tether into your account. You purchase your membership and you earn rewards. You can go to sleep for 600 days if you wish to, or you've got the option to share and accelerate your rewards. So this is where dreams can become reality. Thank you for your attention, and let's just stop the recording and open up for if anybody has got any questions.